So we live in a wild and crazy world. I had a client who was arrested for a rape charge, and this is going back to September of last year. And he was put in jail and held in jail for 2 weeks and 2 days before I could finally get him out of jail on bail and with heavy conditions, of GPS monitoring, other restrictive conditions. The entire time my client professed his innocence. It was a situation in which he had been intimately involved with the alleged victim in the past. They'd had sex on multiple occasions, and on this one occasion it was alleged to be non-consensual. Of course, our position the whole time was that this was a false report due to jealousy. The partner who my client had sex with discovered that my client was in a relationship with another woman, saw that woman's clothing items and other belongings in the home, and then made a false report to the police about how my client had raped her. So for over 6 months, we've been in an extensive legal battle, subpoenaing records from many different areas, Google, Netflix, all kinds of providers to show, hey, there was consensual activity going on. Here's our proof, here's our records. And for 6 months we've been fighting this case, and it finally turns out that the alleged victim says, well, it was only 20% non-consensual. And the fact that it was non-consensual was I felt like he lied to me, he tricked me about only being with me or wanting to be with me. Now, fortunately, my client's case is going to be dismissed. But this is a grave, problem and warning, to those who aren't careful. You can have your life turned upside down by a false accusation of rape. And it's not going to be easy for anyone to believe you that you are not guilty. Everyone's going to think that you are guilty. Fortunately for my client and I believed him because he sounded credible. There's things that weren't so good, but in the end he was truthful, and that's borne out by the statement from the alleged victim. So just be careful, and just know, if you do face these types of charges, these are big cases to deal with. They're not easy. They take so much time, so much work, so much effort. But just be ready, be in it for the long haul, and hopefully it works out in the end. If you have any questions, give me a call. Naftaz Ahmed.